get notified of everything. And as I said, today you get 2 shows, and not just the Bluebeard Daily Day show, but today you're going to get the Cannabis Protester show combined into one, and Bluebeard 2017 show is all going out as one show. And why am I doing this today? Well, today, as everybody knows on all my channels, that over the years I've dealt with eBay, and I've sold on things on eBay every now and then when I've needed money. And well, see, when you buy something, you generally buy it on a site called Alibaba. I'm not actually going to go to this site for a reason. Today I got hacked. And it was only when I went to this site, Alibaba, and trust me, I was being hacked. I was actually on the phone to the minister about to send Minister Hunt a email in regard to cannabis and everything like that. So people that don't know, I am protesting cannabis. And today I found a strain that I believe that may actually help get cannabis on the PBS, so because of its high volume. So I decided to send a video to him and everything whilst I was on the phone to Minister Hunt's office. I was talking to a very nice underling to Minister Hunt, and we were discussing about a phone call that I'm trying to set up, and I'm still trying to set that meeting up with Minister Hunt. But eventually I will get the meeting, but I will have to go through a couple of phone conversations. I've asked the first one just to be him listening, so that he understands that I'm never going to give up. I truly am never going to give up. I think they learnt that back in the days of my ice cream charade down in Canberra. I never gave up until I got what I wanted, which was a meeting with the ministers. And I got my meeting with the ministers, all by driving an ice cream truck around Parliament House. But that's not what this video is about. What this video is about is not about just cannabis. It's not just about everything else. What this quick little stream and video is about this website, Alibaba Group. And trust me, they were well and truly in my computer. Whilst I was on, like, I couldn't even come down and access this. Now, everybody should know this off by heart. You should know, see, now, this is something else. See, some programs have repeaters in them, and they come on and they kick in. Even though I've shut down Pro Tools for my homework today, it keeps on coming up. And these things, you should know every single one of these, what every one of these do. Like whenever you got Chrome open, you'll get these. You'll always get a Google crash handler. You get all these other things, but okay, that's a background task. That should not be coming up. But see, they could disguise things like that in there. And you should know, well, okay, here's something. I don't have Office. So why is Office showing up on my computer? That could be a program, see, Actron, I don't know this program. Actron shouldn't be there, okay? And how they're getting in, are they getting in through these runtime brokers? They put runtime brokers in that start up software, and they shouldn't be coming in. So you should know every single program that's in your computer. Don't go down into this one, never go down in window processors, unless you're led to it by shutting one of these things down, because sometimes they use these are the serious hackers. They will destroy you inside your computer if they get a chance. I'll see that. I'm not using that, so why in the hell's that open? So I get rid of it anyhow, because that's just because it shouldn't be open. There, see, Avid Transport back up. This is Pro Tools that does this, Pro Tools on Windows. So you've always got to watch your software and everything, and only what you're open and using should be open up here. But when I was on the phone to the minister's office, man, I had about 1,000 things in this. No joke, hang on, I need to fix my screen. Sorry folks, didn't realise that you can't see the whole screen. Just going to transition that back, turn off that damn music for a second. So, so yes, it's something. Sometimes you get hacked, and trust me, they're hacking inside your computer, and I guarantee you, it was the CCP. Because this was so good. This was the best hack I've seen in years. Now, everybody that knows me knows that I've got little detectors that tell me that when I'm currently being hacked, they come on and they alert me telling me there's someone inside my computer. But a lot of the time I can just tell. How I tell is, one of the biggest signs that you can tell is you get a screen. Hang on. I'm just going to transition that the way it is. Okay. You see how that black screen there? All the screens that you're not currently using go black. Every single one of them will go black. And the reason they go black is because they've actually been turned off by the hacker. Because the hacker actually needs those two links to get inside your computer without you realising it, and you just think, oh, well, it's an overload of stuff on my screen and everything like that. So you totally ignore it and don't worry about it. And a lot of people don't realise, a lot of the times when your computer goes slow, generally it's because you're currently being hacked. There you go, straight away. This Avid, see, this is something, I can't wait to get Pro Tools off my computer because Avid keeps on kicking in all the time. After we go back, if we can ever go back due to these idiots going out and protesting. If you go out and protest tomorrow, you are a fucking idiot. And I reckon we should make it a law that anybody that protests during this crisis, and this is just something I'm throwing in, I reckon we should make a quick law that anybody that protests, that does come in contact with anybody, if that person they come in contact dies, that it should be held accountable for murder. And I'm not fucking joking. So yeah, going back to the hackers. Right, if you are a businessman and support that, yeah, please pass that on to the government. Now, please, honestly, so many of you out there use this website, Alibaba, right? Yes, I know you want to go outside, sweetie. Sorry, I've got a dog on heat at the moment, and she wants attention. But the whole thing is, Alibaba does go in, like, I don't want to have to shut my computer down, so I'm not going into Alibaba again. But I did notice it yesterday when I was on Alibaba, that my screens went dark and it didn't click straight away. And then it was only today that I got the little message whilst I was on the phone to the minister that someone was inside my computer. And just a little pop-up screen pops up right down here on my screen, tells me that I've got a hacker. And just a program I wrote. It sort of looks for incoming traffic that's not supposed to be there. Sort of like your Norton does certain amount, but when they get into certain files, see, Norton doesn't look at your other files. It generally scans for the software, but doesn't look for interference in the file. So I've got a program, if someone goes in, including myself, goes into a certain level of software, this window pops up. So it tells me that someone's inside my Explorer looking around inside my files. And I've been working on it, and I can never perfect it to sell it. But that's what my bloody Norton should be doing, is telling us if someone's going in our files. And but the whole point is that China at the moment is trying to hack the world. Trust me, this whole thing is CCP. The whole fucking lot is CCP orientated. CCP are the ones that cause this. CCP are the ones that use the meeting. And at first, when I went to Event 201, right, it took a little bit of time to actually do it. And as people can see, I negotiate with people all over the world. I'm looking for new suppliers, by the way. And I'm also trying to make cannabis legal. All over the world, all at once. And I'm going to tell everybody about that in the next stream. This is one wholly and solely for the hacking. But see, like, if you're looking at important data on your computer, right, you might have a file open. I've just got this up. Say this was an important page on weather research that I'd been working on for years and years and years, and yeah, that's one of the sort of subjects I get into. But if it was important data on the thing, and I've got Alibaba open, they would have noticed and hacked me full on. And trust me, if you don't know what you're looking for, or your staff don't know what they're looking for, you could be being hacked. All your business secrets could be taken away from you. And trust me, today I was hacked, and I know it came from China. I know for a fact it came from China. Another little program, yeah, I can sort of track back, and anybody can track back on a site that's attacked your computer. You can even use Norton for that part. It's got limited attack capabilities, and it generally tells you when you've got a Trojan, but they're generally, by the time they're inside your computer, it's too late. That's the only problem with Norton. But the problem is, I was hacked, and I know I hadn't done anything else except go to Alibaba, but the moment I went to Alibaba, I gave them the key. There's a lot of other programs out there called Let Me In, Let Me In. But see, they don't have to do it the right way and say, oh, we want to go into your computer, let me in. You've got to be careful with those companies too, because sometimes they could be putting a virus into your computer when they're inside your computer. So you've got to trust that company 100%. Don't let them do it. Don't let them in your computer. Like, I'd let them inside this one. This was my gaming computer, and I'd only let the software company in to fix the glitch. But it sort of, trust me, I scan everything, and my software is good enough to tell me when they're hacking me. But the whole point is, folks, that I was hacked by CCP because, see, a lot of people don't know that Alibaba, AliExpress, where you're buying all your cheap products, are being made by slave labour in China as well, by the way. They're being made by slave thing. But what we didn't know is about they've been hacking us. And how long have they been hacking us? See, they could have just been coming in and stealing little bits. Every time we log in, we are giving them the key to our computer. Because, see, China and the CCP is not honest. China and the CCP are out there to hack inside your computer. They want to know what you are doing at any given time. They want to know what's inside your computer, because every business has developed new products and upgraded their products. Like, I guarantee you, ZS is not on this computer, so if they're looking for ZS, they won't fucking find it. The only thing that's on this computer is the fucking advertising for it. So, but the whole thing is, it's sort of, they look for different things like that. They know that I'm a manufacturer. They've been trying to get me to go to China for a few years. No, you're not going outside. Oh, God almighty, I hate bloody dogs on heat. That sort of getting tricks here left, right and centre and not even asking for them. He's got the hand, paws on the knee and saying, let me outside, begging. But no, folks, it's sort of, I can't believe the extent that China has gone to. Now, everybody needs to examine China as well. China, look at the actions of China. We truly need to do something about China. Now, every single one of us can do something about China. Stop dealing with Alibaba. Tell them that you're not going to deal with Chinese companies. Just tell them that. And seriously, tell them that. Don't make new deals and things like that, for God's sake. Do not make new deals with China. We should be pulling out of China 100%, because at the moment the proof of the pudding is right in front of our noses. They're threatening countries. This whole Belt and Road Initiative and the 1,000 Talon was for them to become a global power, right? They want to be. Sorry, folks. I'm going to have to re-stop the stream. I've just been hacked again. So yeah, sorry. I was actually re-streaming it. So I could actually just restream the video of it, and so I could upload it. But unfortunately, they're actually found out what they're hacking. They're hacking my OBS. So yeah, I was shutting a few things down, and I actually noticed that that my OBS started dropping up messages after I stopped doing everything, and I thought it was me at first, but then I realised I didn't shut anything down to do with OBS. But yes, got a little message on my other screen, and I got hacked again. So I'll actually redo this stream again later. Sorry.